Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vassallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. So this video tutorial on the TRW Stone Wizard is going to show you how the TRW Stone Wizard is not just for rhinestones. So you can double your clientele and your market with performing the heat transfer vinyls for all the dads out there. So a lot of you out there are doing the rhinestones, and the rhinestones are hot and they're awesome right now. But you got to remember that every one of those moms and every one of those daughters out there have a dad and a brother. So you can double your clientele by doing the heat transfer vinyl. So we just wanted to show you how to create a cool design like this real quick with Corel Draw and the TRW Stone Wizard to help you with that process. So as you can see, we got our baseball design, a custom number 23, and I'm going to show you how you do that. So this is one of our tail designs right here, and we have tail designs that we've used before. We didn't really have a program, didn't really do a ton with Corel before until we started deciding, okay, we're going to make a program that's going to help you guys, and we'll also release our tail pack here soon that we have, so you guys will have the option and be able to do this as well, or you can create your own tail. But we have about 15 or 20 different tails that you can kind of pick and choose from. So I'm going to show you how it is. So this is just a vector tail right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type out the word baseball, and I'm going to go to the wizard, and I'm going to use my brush script right here. I'm going to enlarge that a little bit. Let's make it a little bit taller. I'm going to put it a little bit at an angle here just so it looks good. And I'm going to come all the way down a little bit right there so it's nice and tight to the bottom. So I would say I'm pretty happy with that design right there. If I want to, now I can also stretch my tail a little bit. So that looks pretty good right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me bring this down just a tiny bit more. Okay, so obviously none of this is connected right now. So the main thing you want to do is make sure that these two colors are they might both be black, but not necessarily the exact same shade of black. So I'm just selected both of them, clicked on the black up here. So now I know they're both the exact same shade. So you can see they're still different and they're still separate designs. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it all, and I'm going to go to Arrange, Shaping, and Weld. So look what that did. That welded it all together, and you can see on the inside there that it also welded in those letters so it's all one. Okay, so now what you can do real quick if you want, and what I normally do, just to clean it up, make sure everything's perfect, you can kind of zoom in here if you go to your wireframe. Just make sure, see right there, there's a little nick right there. I can just go clean it up and highlight those two nodes and delete it. I'm going to look around for anything else here. Everything else looks pretty clean here. And the only other thing I'm going to fix is the tail here. So I'm going to delete those three nodes. I'm going to delete that node there, delete this one there. If I click on this node, you'll get your handles here. I'm going to pull this one up and round it a little bit more. I'm going to delete this one there. I just want a nice curvature all the way around, nice flow to it. Delete that one there. I can probably even delete that one there. And we are looking pretty good there. So let's go back to our enhanced frame here. And our design's looking nice right here. So now what we're going to do is we want to get that custom number, but then we also want to get the the outline on it as well, so we can layer it. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. Here's one way. If we just went to our text tool, typed in the number 23. Font I like to use a lot is the Impact font. It's a nice bold font, very easy to read. A font you'll notice that we use a lot in our different designs. So I'm going to just turn it to a yellow right here. And let's just say they want a number 23. Also, if you wanted to, I mean, you could put baseball dad in there, anything you want. They like the number 23. I'm not big into the baseball dad shirts. I'll wear a baseball number 23 shirt, something like that, obviously to support my son. So we got the 23. Let's get that in a good size. That's a pretty good size right there. Now, a pretty cool feature in Corel Draw that we use a lot is the Simplify tool. So obviously, if we were to cut this right now, it would cut, but these are still two separate layers. So what we want to do is we're just going to highlight the entire design. We're going to go to Arrange, Shaping, and Simplify. And watch what that does. That actually move that 23. That 23 is still there, but it hollowed it out of the back. So now we can actually just delete that 23, and if we wanted to cut this design right here, we could cut it and we have a finished design. One color design. Let's just say it was, I don't know, a green shirt, and I can go to my wizard here and send selection to back. Say it's a green shirt with black heat transfer vinyl, and you've got a shirt right there that you could actually sell, and it's pretty nice. I would wear something like that. Well, you can also spice it up a little bit with the outline and stuff. I can show you how to do that real quick. So we got this right here, and in our TRW Stone Wizard, we're going to go to the Place Fill feature. We're going to do a 1 island fill to the outside. We're going to do it at about, I don't know, let's see what the 0.08 looks like. And we don't want to add stones, and we're just going to hit island fill, and it filled that island fill, and then you can just select left click to select whatever color you want that to be. So we did it at the emerald, just a dark green right there. Now what you're going to see is right there it filled it in behind, but that's no problem at all. All you can do is just grab that black layer. You're going to double click on the green right here, and you can just delete those nodes in there. And I'm going to show you why we did those in just a minute. And then this part right here, it would be pretty hard to actually weed out. So since it's such a fine little area that's going to be hard to weed out, and we don't really want the cutter to go ahead and cut that, I just went ahead and deleted those two. So we got our baseball, our two designs right here. Now I'm just going to highlight both of them, and in our edit tool, we have align objects. Just hit align objects. That's going to align them back perfectly to where they were. And you are good to go. So I'm going to show you how cool this looks, and another big benefit to the TRW Stone Wizard. So let's say you just made that design. We probably made it, obviously I ran through a couple extra things. We probably made that design in 5 minutes. Well, now you have it for as long as you want. So what we can also do now is we want to show that dad exactly what this shirt's going to look like. So let's say we did the green. Let's turn this black to, I don't know, an orange. And let's say you wanted that green to be a little bit darker because you have like more of a hunter type green. So we're going to click on the green. You can double click on your color down here, and you're going to see your models pull up. And what you can do is just go to a darker green, and it's going to compare the two right there. Hit OK, we got a nice dark green now. So we got our baseball, number 23. And obviously we use the word baseball. I can say Mustangs, whatever you want. And now what we're going to do is show it on a shirt. So we're going to go to mockups. We're just going to do a basic mockup on the men's shirt. I'm going to go ahead and click that one time. Please select the design. Okay, I clicked on it when I didn't have anything selected. It needs to know what it wants to put on that shirt. I'm going to highlight the design, click on that, and there you go. How cool is that? But you know what? That dad really doesn't like white shirts. He wanted more of one of the heather gray shirts. I'm going to hold Control, click on the shirt, and there's your heather gray shirt. If he wanted a pink shirt, I don't know, maybe he wanted a pink shirt. There's your pink, there's your red, there's your yellow, there's your green. Any color you want to change it to, you can change it. That's still going to make that shirt look awesome. So he wanted that heather gray. We're going to go back to that gray. I think that's a great looking shirt right there that any dad out there would wear to support his son. So, or obviously his daughter as well, which is great for all of the softball tournaments and things that you go to. Well, now what we need to do is obviously we need to cut that design. No problem. Right down here, when you do mock-ups in the TRW Stone Wizard and Corel Draw, the way that we set it up is it opens up a new page. So if we go back to page 1, page 1 is always going to be your default. So that's going to bring you back to your design before you ever did anything. If I go back to page 2, it's going to show me that shirt. Okay? If I go to, let's say I wanted this shirt to be white, just to show them both of them. If I go to page 2, there's our gray. Page 3, there's our white. Back to page 1. Now, obviously, what we're going to do, because these are two groups like this right here, and we have them grouped the way we want it, we can still use, again, like I was saying, the TRW Stone Wizard is not just for rhinestones. We go to templates, we highlight it all, and we hit Create TRW Magic Templates, and look what it does for you. Now you got your heat transfer vinyls. The only thing you're going to obviously want to do is highlight it all and mirror it, because you do want to make sure that you mirror your design when you're cutting the heat transfer vinyls. So you're just going to mirror it and you are ready to cut. You can cut this one out. That was our green right there. Cut this one out. That's our orange right there. With the Caesar Easy Weed, you're going to press this one for about 3 to 4 seconds, your bottom layer first, and then your top layer after. You want to make sure you have a lower time on that initial press so it doesn't shrink any of the material at all, so you get a perfect layer on top with that second layer. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope you like the way that the mock-ups come through and tutorials and everything that we're providing for the TRW Stone Wizard. There are so many options on here that we're going to be able to create videos for years on this, and obviously we're going to be adding new features, but just wanted to show you that the TRW Stone Wizard, even though it is called the Stone Wizard, it's not just for rhinestones. It's also for all of your heat transfer vinyls, your car decals, things like that, where it's going to have a lot of shortcuts that are going to speed up your time, make your designs look awesome, and get you a lot more sales. So if you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. Again, this is Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys all have a great day.